Hi, I'm Jen Kobrick. I'm a holistic family consultant with the Consciously Parenting Project, and today I want to talk to you about talking to your kids when there are stressful things happening. This could be stressful things happening in the world or in your town, or it could be stressful things that are happening in your life specifically. And really, it's the same when you're feeling dysregulated, when you're feeling stressed, anxious, angry, scared, all of those sorts of things. I am hearing this question a lot right now of, if I'm feeling this way, what do I tell my kids? Or should I tell my kids? Which comes from a place of really wonderful intentions, of parents wanting to protect their kids from things that are stressful and scary to the adults. If an adult is scared, then it must be even harder for a child. And we want to protect our kids from feeling those things, which is totally understandable. And even more so for adults who had the experience as a child of their caregiver sort of laying those things on them in a way that made the child feel like they were responsible for being emotional support to the adult, which is not the appropriate role for a child. So for those parents, it can be even harder to want to share something with their child, but be afraid of putting that burden on their child. So the first thing that's really important is to recognize that if you're feeling dysregulated, your kids already know. Our children are extremely well attuned to our own emotional state, which is a survival mechanism. It's important to our children's survival that they are closely attuned to the emotional state of their caregivers. And that means that if you're feeling something big, if you're feeling scared, anxious, worried, stressed, your child knows. They may not have words for what they're picking up on about you, but they know that something's not right. And young children in particular are naturally self-centered, which means that if they're picking up on something's not right with my caregiver, they're probably blaming themselves for it in the absence of other information from you. So your child's story may be, what's wrong with me that my caregiver is angry or is upset? Or, what did I do to cause this? So the first thing is that it's really important to name what's going on to your child in a way that takes responsibility for it yourself and that lets them know that it's not their fault. This can be as simple as saying something like, I'm feeling really worried right now, and it's not about you. Or I'm feeling really scared about some things that are happening in the world right now, and it's not your fault. You didn't do anything to cause this. The second part that's really important about this is to let your child know what you're doing with your feelings. To let your child know that they are not responsible for supporting you in the feelings that you're having. So this can look like saying, I'm feeling really worried right now, and one of the things that helps me when I feel worried is to move my body. So you may notice that I'm doing yoga more often than I used to, or I'm going for runs more than I used to, because that helps me when I feel this way. Or it could be, I'm feeling really worried right now, and I have a group that I'm talking to or a friend that I'm talking to get support for my feelings. That sort of thing, to let your child know that you are taking care of yourself in an appropriate way and that they are not responsible for helping you with your feelings. And then the third and final thing is that if your window of tolerance, if your capacity is reduced because of what you're feeling and what you're dealing with, to let them know that too. I've been feeling really anxious, and so I haven't been sleeping well at night, and so I have less energy to play with you. It's not your fault, and I want to play with you. And right now I just don't have as much energy as I usually do. That sort of thing, so that your child realizes that you will do as much as you can and you will connect with them, but you may not be able to do or handle as much as you normally would. If you need support, if you need a place that you can talk about what you're dealing with, what you're feeling, how it impacts you in a non-judgmental space where you can be heard, listened to, trusted to find your own solutions. Hold on, bub. Then please go to consciouslyparenting.com/COVID-19, and that link will be in the details for this video, where we have free and low-cost parenting support for you. You don't need to be in the middle of a serious crisis. Little things that are happening in life, little stressors, and big things are both welcome there. We have a team that is ready to listen with an open mind and an open heart, with compassion and without judgment, to be a layer of support for you during this time. So please go check out that resource and take good care of yourself and your families. And have a good day.